What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a video kind of about like, is Islam taking over the world? It's called Inside the Rise of Islam Across America, the Somali Takeover in Minnesota. It's by a YouTuber by the name of Nick Shirley, so show it to him and let's get right into it.
We're going to get radical, hardened, militant Islamists to come into America.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is so? Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
Worldwide, not just the United States.
I think Islam hates us.
The rise of Islam is real.
Donald Trump says, I think Islam hates us. Whoops. Why does Donald Trump think that? What?
Here in the United States. It's the fastest growing religion across America, and it's nearly doubled in size over the past 2 decades, and with Muslim women averaging 3.1 children compared to 1.6 for the American average, Muslims aren't just outpacing.
See, Trump saying I think Islam hates us is kind of like just the same like BS propaganda. That's like the same like kind of Western propaganda. Like, you don't even have to be a Muslim. Just go talk to Muslims. Do you think that they hate you? Like, yeah, sure, maybe the governments in Muslim countries don't like the states, but like Muslims in general shouldn't be grouped in with that. Like, people that practice Islam should not be grouped in with that. It's just bullcrap.
Facing the nation in birth rates, they're also out-converting Christians. Nearly a quarter of all U.S. Muslims are converts, and most of them used to be Christians. While Christian churches
Whoa,
are
I did not know
losing
that.
members, mosques are gaining members, and they're keeping them. And today, I'm here in Minnesota, home to one of the largest Muslim populations in all of America, to witness the rise firsthand. I'll be speaking with Muslims, Christian Americans, all Americans, entering in the mosque, asking the questions you guys want answered from 9/11.
I really respect this, the fact he's actually going to the mosque and talking to Muslims. Like, W. Nick Shirley.
To Sharia law, everything in between. There are no questions that are off the table for this video. And if you're a Christian who believes in Western values, this video might be a wake-up call to you to reignite your faith and spread the good word. And if you're a Muslim, this video might excite you for the future of Islam here in the United States. I want to apologize to anybody a part of Islam beforehand. If I do not use the correct verbiage or phrasing, I apologize. I'm not too familiar with the religion. So today we're going to be learning more, speaking with people, and seeing the rise of Islam here in the United States. And now, let's hit the streets and see what's happening. And to see the rise of Islam firsthand, we head to Cedar Riverside in Minneapolis to see how much the Islam community has grown inside of this community inside of America. What's it mean to you to be a part of Islam here in the United States?
Well, you know, I think Islam is a religion for the humanity, you know, for everyone. Islam in America growing, it's not something to do with us, it's something to do with God. And it's God's decision, you know.
What's it like being a part of Islam here in the United States?
The Islam here is grow. So I hope the Islam will grow here.
Why is he wearing a COVID mask? It's 2025. I mean, I guess he is old, so it might be for like a bunch of viruses. But that cloth mask is not protecting you, brother. It's not.
In America.
And why do you think so many people are converting to Islam here? It's the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Well, it's not only the growing, it's the fastest growing religion in the world. And no one can stop it. It looks like it is the best and the final religion to humanity. So if you don't accept it, that's up to you.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is so?
Because of the great influx, number one, of the immigrants that we had. Secondly, you know, some people start to see that the Islamic people in
Is this guy drinking beer in like the morning time? Like, this guy seems like he's just out of it.
general really hold some good, true value. You know what I'm saying? Their values are
This
really
guy's on crack. What the hell?
tight with how they take care of the family and how they see things that way, which is a very good, strong thing. You know?
While we were inside of
What
Cedar
is the brother
Riverside, we
talking
actually
about?
met a lady who had left the Islam faith. So are you a Muslim woman or no?
I'm not. My parent was Muslim.
How come you left Islam?
Because they control me. They control my clothes, and it's not good.
Do you think women are suppressed?
Yes, of course, they breast. It's not. They don't want it, but we female, they're afraid to get killed. So that's why they wear hijab. They wear big clothes. But me, I don't want clothes. I don't want to wear. But this is need to be stopped. People, they have to wear whatever they want.
So if you were,
President Trump, you have to tell President Trump. You have to tell me a message. Females, they have this United States, they have freedom. They can wear whatever they wanted, but Islamic, they breast females to wear these hijabs.
so if you're a woman in Afghanistan,
I think it is kind of crazy because I have heard stories about like women that like refuse to wear the hijabs in like Islamic countries getting like stoned and like beaten. I don't know how much of that's true, because my uncle will come over to my house all the time and just like lecture me about like how there's like Muslim women getting like killed for refusing to wear the hijabs. I don't even know if that's true. If it is, obviously that's disgusting. Like I don't know how much of that's actually factual, but I mean, I don't know. Obviously I think a lot of Muslims probably would disagree with that treatment though. Like I don't think that's like a popular belief that like women that refuse to wear them should be stoned. I don't think that's a popular belief, but I don't know.
You don't wear the hijab.
They kill you. They don't want you if you don't wear hijab. Even me, I wear this because they don't want me to wear a pant. Yeah.
Really?
I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid. That's why I wear this. So it's not the way you think.
The hijab is a headscarf worn by many Muslim women as a sign of modesty and faith, and in some Muslim countries or underneath certain leadership, it is required, while in others, it is not. What are some large misconceptions about Islam here in the United States?
That Muslim women are suppressed.
And what makes you choose to wear the hijab?
My religion, I started wearing the hijab when I was 16 years old.
And what would happen if you didn't wear the hijab?
Nothing would happen. It's your choice.
And why do you think Islam is the largest growing religion here in the United States right now?
Because of our Quran. Our Quran, our book never changes. It's one book, one language, one religion. There's Islam in all over the world.
Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
Worldwide, not just the United States. We have people converting every day.
And what leads a Christian man to convert to Islam?
When they read the Quran and they find the truth, and they read it in English, and they see how peaceful Islam is.
And could you share?
See, this is the type of interview that needs to get shown more in the mainstream. Like all they do is show women saying, "Oh, it's oppressive" or whatever. What about a young Muslim woman in a hijab that's literally saying, "Yeah, it's like not oppressive and it's a religion of peace." Like this is the type of stuff that my uncle needs to see. Like we need both sides portrayed, not just one side.
Shake a man's hand?
No.
Do you find that interesting that women can't shake other men's hands?
No, I don't find that interesting. It's normal.
Is it true that Muslims also practice polygamy?
Yes.
Would you accept another wife into your marriage?
In our religion, it says.
How have you seen the rise of Islam here in this area?
It's a big rise
And why do you think Islam is on the rise here in the United States?
because of a lot of Somalians come here from East Africa, and so they come here to practice.
Bro, what type of like white people is this guy choosing to interview? First the one drunk guy, and now this chick that's wheelchair bound smoking a cigarette. Bro.
Islam is safe.
Minnesota is home to one of the largest populations of Somalians, and America accepted thousands of Somalis refugees in the 1990s due to the civil war that was taking place. And when they came to the United States, a large portion of them decided to settle in Minnesota for some reason. And now that decades have passed, those refugees have had children, and the Somali population has grown. This also raises the number of members of Islam born into the United States, and also expands the influence of Islam throughout the country. It's projected that Minneapolis is now home to over 200,000 Somalians, and now many of those Somalians are also part of the government, like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, and now they also have another new person running for mayor of Minneapolis who's also Somalian and also Muslim. And Minneapolis is also one of the only cities in America that permits the Muslim call of prayer to be played out loud for all the public to hear. And right now, if you listen super closely, you can hear the call to prayer. Do you think traditional Western values are falling while Eastern values are rising here in the United States?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know. I would say
I guess it just depends on what you mean.
Traditional
Kinda
values
vague.
that brought up the Western world, like Christian values. Would you say those are on the decline while Eastern values are on the uprise here?
I guess there's a lot of different interpretations of what Christian values are, so you'd have to be a little more specific.
Like the values of the Bible.
Yeah, but like people interpret the Bible in different ways, right? So
Like the generic teachings, like the Ten Commandments.
I don't know. I think it just depends.
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is a lot of people are absolutely like, clueless and have like no like thoughtful opinions. Like these people right here, whether right or wrong, I mean they don't even have an opinion, so they can't even be right or wrong. But like all that's on these people's minds, I would guess, and I don't know them, but it's probably just like degeneracy, sex, drugs, vaping. Like that's probably like all these people are thinking about. They don't have like the mental thought process to think that deeply about like religion and like their country and like their values. Like they've never even like took the time to like think about their values, like what their values are, what their like ancestors, what their country like thinks about. They don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, they're actually on their way to go pick up a new weed vape. Fuck.
They speak English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English?
And yeah, you know what? I do agree. If you're going to come to an English-speaking country, you should be able to speak English. Or you should at least learn how to speak English, right? Like, if you're going to an English-speaking country, you should learn that, you know? Like, you should take the effort to. Like, even, like, there's exchange students that came to, like, my school from, like, Germany, and they took the time to learn English, you know? And, like, a lot of exchange students, they take the time to learn the language. I think that's kind of, like, bare minimum. Like, if I were to want to, like, migrate to, say, Pakistan, I'd learn to speak their English, you know? Or, sorry, not their English. I'd learn to speak their language.
English? No. Can women speak to on camera? No. I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they
I'm not gonna lie, religion does kind of seem like a cult. Like, I'm just gonna say that. As much as I try to buy into it, I don't know. It does seem like a cult, bro. It does.
Share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However,
Hello.
none of them spoke English.
How are you? Can I ask any of you guys some questions? No? Speak English?
English no.
No? Do any of you speak English?
I then found someone who I could speak with and ask the controversial questions that many people are curious about.
What's it like being a Muslim woman here in the United States?
It's sometimes challenging, especially nowadays.
And why do you say nowadays?
The climate kind of changed because of the political.
For instance, do you feel like acts like 9/11 and the use of the word radicalized has put a bad name on Muslims?
Absolutely.
And what do you say about what happened on 9/11, or those when people say Allah Akbar or things like that?
I thought it's tragedy.
Would you say that's a misrepresentation of the true Islam, or do you think?
It definitely is misrepresentation. True Islam doesn't believe in violence.
Or what's the hijab represent in your mind?
It represents for you to be a modest, to cover your body for only your spousal, and to leave something for the imagination.
What is Sharia law? A lot of people have a conception as to what Sharia law is. What is Sharia law?
I really don't like to speak on a topic that I'm not expert on or I don't know too many things about.
After a few interviews, somebody came up to us angry because we were asking people about the rise of Islam inside this
My name
community.
is Dick Shirley.
What are you doing?
My name is Dick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. We're doing a video on the rise of Islam here in the United States.
The rise of Islam.
Yeah, it's the #1 converting religion.
The rise of Islam. Make it make sense for me.
Yeah, it's the #1 it's the #1 converting religion in the United States. So we're doing a top.
He got him all nervous, dude. The L press, or maybe W press, because he's getting him nervous, dude. That's the thing, bro. If you're gonna be an interviewer, you gotta have high test. Like, you gotta be like, yeah, it's the rise of Islam. We're doing a documentary. You know, you gotta have that type of energy, bro. You can't be backing down. Like, I don't know. I'm not even trying to diss the guy. He seems like a good dude.
#1 it's the #1 converting religion.
Got him stuttered and everything, bro. You gotta be like, yeah, I'm filming a documentary. Kick rocks.
United States, so we're doing a top.
That's why I like Hermes, even though I don't agree with like a lot of his stuff, bro. He's got test.
#1 converting religion in the United States.
It's like the #1 growing religion. So.
Wait, isn't it after Christ?
What?
Isn't it after Christ?
This guy wouldn't show his face on camera, and this conversation kept going for a few minutes, and he demanded that we deleted the footage of the interviews that we took here on the street. I said no, and he said, you better go, and we're gonna make sure you leave.
I've never been in a situation like that while I've been filming, where somebody comes out of nowhere and wants to take the footage. I was watching a video prior to this video, and there is a Somali gang war going on here inside of these apartment complexes, apparently. I think we just went upon a gang, and I didn't know that they were a gang.
Sheesh, dude.
And right now, he said, you better leave, and we're gonna make sure you get out of here. So right now, there is somebody following from behind, making sure that we get out of this place.
Damn.
Not the most friendly welcome.
That's so weird. And you know what? That makes a religion look so bad. Like, if you're gonna speak on behalf of the religion, like, come on. If you want people to believe in it and looking at your thing and your religion, you gotta be more friendly and open. Like, he's not even doing a hit piece. He's interviewing people both sides. Like, to kick him out is kind of crazy.
Here, into this part of Minnesota.
So we headed to the next city to see more about the rise of Islam. And really quick, before we go check out the next city, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Delete Me. I've been using them for almost a year now.
Alright, I can skip this. Skip.
The video. From Minneapolis, we went to a town named St. Cloud that's seen a dramatic shift in their demographic and as well as religion in the area.
Inside of this town of St. Cloud, this is one of the many Islamic centers here. This is a mosque here, but something that's super interesting about this mosque right here, it actually used to be a Lutheran church. You can see right here on the backdrop of this wall right here, this used to be a Lutheran church. So that just shows how much of the population has shifted from Christian to Muslim as far as the people in the population.
That's why I don't necessarily agree with this churches getting turned into mosques. Like, just make your own separate mosque, right? You know, then it could be shared. Like, because that will make people think, oh, they're trying to take over, right? Like, it's just bad kind of optically. Like, if a church turns into a mosque, it just looks bad optically, and then people could spin stories about that.
Here inside of this town, as this used to be a Lutheran church, now it's an Islamic mosque. So right here is the St. Cloud University, and we were just at that mosque right there, and then if you go another block over, there's another mosque. And then what's interesting is right next to this mosque right here, there's a Presbyterian church, so you have two churches right next to each other, one worshiping Allah, and the other worshiping God, depending on who you talk to as far as Allah and God.
Wait, one worshiping Allah, one worshiping God? I mean, Allah just translated to English just means God.
They are referred as the same person, however, the Islamics use the word Allah to refer to their God. How would you say the Islamic community is here?
It's pretty deep in it. It's a lot of people, right? It's pretty big. They all they're pretty, like, they come together, right?
Would you say there's more Muslims than there are Christians here in this area?
I would say so. I would think so. Yeah, I would say so. Yes, sir.
And how do you feel about the rise of Islam here in the United States?
I don't really know too much personally. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know too much about Islam. I'm all for like what anybody wants to be with their religion and what they want to do, but I don't know too much about it. I just know it's real powerful here in Minnesota.
And why do you think it's so powerful here in Minnesota?
That's a good question. But I think don't they have like powerful people like in the government and stuff like that? They got something going on. Like they must have something here for them to come to, if that makes sense. Like, there's something for them to be like. It might be more of them than black people. So
how do you feel about that?
I mean, something is bringing them here. Something is bringing them here. I feel like in all that, I thought he was Islam, but I don't know. I feel like something is just bringing them here. Like, it must be something here that they love. So I think don't they have like a schooling or a church or something? They got something where they all dress up and they're attending something. You know what I mean? They have events for them. There's obviously something going on where they have, you know, an event going on or something, some type of fun or family or something where they can let their family celebrate. Like, it's got to be.
For instance, right here is one of the churches, one of their mosques.
Oh, what?
And then if you go another block over there, there's another mosque.
Okay.
So there's two mosques within a block of each other here.
Okay.
So there are a lot of people here, and St. Cloud is, I believe, the second or third highest population for Somalians.
Second or third? Really?
Yeah.
Minnesota?
Well, Minnesota is the #1 population for Somalis.
I knew it. I could tell. I'm from Texas. There's a bunch of Mexicans there. Like, you come here, all the Mexicans gone, they switched out Somalians. It's not a bad thing, though. I don't think it's bad. You know what I'm saying? If this where y'all at, then hey, I'm here too. What's up?
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here because like I don't want it to get too long. It's a pretty long video. Guys, comment down below if you want me to watch the rest of this. We're like 3/4. We're like about halfway through actually. Like the video, subscribe if you enjoyed. God bless you guys. I appreciate you for watching. And yeah, much more content coming soon. So take care.